at Emperor's Palace on the 12th of November. So the nominees, they were announced a little bit early on here on Morning Live in the 18 different categories. And up for the accolade of Sportswoman of the Year are two world champions in Caster Semenya and Kirsten McCann in athletics and rowing respectively, as well as a woman who has won cycling races around the world and a world championship, a bronze medal during the adjudication period. We're now joined by Head of Communication for the hosting region, Ekurhuleni Rechomoditswe Mavimbela. You happy with that pronunciation? Perfect. And Kirsten McCann, very good morning to the both of you. Welcome to Morning Live.
Thank you very much.
Kirsten, I'm going to start with you. Congratulations being nominated with Caster as well as Ashley.
Thank you very much. It's a great honour being nominated for Sportswoman, especially alongside two wonderful sportswomen.
It's not a very easy category though.
No, not at all. I mean, it's really just an honour being nominated. I have huge respect for the two other women nominated. I mean, we've all seen them compete and participate, and they are excellent sportswomen. And
you've made history yourself. We're going to speak a little bit about the year that you've had. But before we do, Rechomoditswe, Ekurhuleni, you guys have hosted sports awards before, the provincial awards and the Gauteng Sports Awards, but this is a different one. This is National Sports Awards.
Yes, we're very excited to be part of this initiative. We recognize that the brand value that it brings, the social cohesion that that sports actually brings about. So as a city, we saw it fit to participate with the National Sports Award for the next 3 years. And also we do quite a lot of sports development, given that it actually encompasses all the peoples of the city, and also given that we are a developmental city. So to encourage our youth also to look up to the likes of Kirsten, who are nominated to actually perform at those levels.
You've seen what's happened in previous year at the South African Sports Awards. You've seen the shows that have been put on. Is the city of Ekurhuleni ready to put on their best show?
We have hosted big shows before, or big sports events before. For example, I'll mention that we are also a host city for SA Sports, SA Open, which is a global sports event, and others. For example, this weekend we are hosting the OR Tambo Soncini Games, which is a joint collaboration between the Italians and the OR Tambo Foundation. But we are hosting those games. We've got high quality sports facilities. We're developing from early childhood age. So we are growing the sports in the city to ensure that other than developing the kid from primary education, we also balance with the sports part.
Well, you're sitting next to a lady who has inspired many young people and hopefully many young rowers. You made history in September by being the first South African woman to win a global rowing title at the World Championships. Just tell us a little bit about this year that you've had, because, I mean, we come back from the Paralympic Games, Olympic Games in Rio, huge disappointment there, and then you just bounce back after that at the World Championships in the most spectacular fashion.
I mean, last year was a huge disappointment at the Games. You said that correctly, and I just felt that I had serious unfinished business. I really came off that with a lot of disappointment. Working through that disappointment just really fueled the fire inside me to come back and really put my name out there in terms of the world rowing. My coach, Roger Barrow, he said to me, you know, Kirsten, let's try and see if we can make you a world champion. And at first I thought, oh goodness, he really has good faith in me. But I mean, this year's we've worked really hard and worked really well together. And I came back and I just suppose the biggest thing for me was I was really loving my rowing this year. We trained really hard. I mean, I think I can match it on our preparations of last year, training equally as hard, if not harder. And the results came and I was really enjoying what I was doing. So it made that a little bit easier to get up in the morning when you really love what you do. And I suppose the results this year have reflected that.
It's also very different at the Olympic Games, two people in a boat, at World Championships. It's all about you, only you in the boat.
Yes, I mean the single scull, often people say it's really difficult, but I've rowed the single scull since I started rowing and I have a particular love for the single. But like you say, I mean, if I don't pull, the boat goes nowhere. So, you know, it's It is. It's a brutal boat class, but it's something quite special as well.
What was it like to actually win that world title and to see all the accolades and the acknowledgement that's since come from it?
You know, I think it's something I've always wanted to do, is to win a world championship title, and so it was very special. I can't say it ever went through my mind during the race, because I was sticking very much to my own race plan. But towards the end, with about 100 meters to go, I did think to myself, right, I'm ready for this race to be over so I can win. But obviously coming through the finish line, it really was very cool. And I suppose also very good for rowing. It's, I mean, my personal achievements are important, but also for my coach and for rowing. It's just really good to be able to put us out there on the global map again.
I think if there ever was a superstar rowing coach, it certainly would be one Roger Barrow, wouldn't it?
Yes, definitely. I mean, he's very dedicated, and he puts in a lot of work, and he's got, I mean, he's a tough taskmaster, but he really does, his athlete management and his coaching skills are pretty phenomenal.
I know you sitting listening intently to the achievements and to the work being put in by Kirsten, and these are the kinds of role models that the city are going to be hosting come the 12th of November. As you early on mentioned, you're no stranger as a city to hosting huge superstars. But how's the planning going for the awards?
The plan is going very well. We have regular meetings with the task team at National. We also have an event a team that we've put together, so all systems are go. So we are very ready to host. It's going to be at Emperor's Palace. We're ready to receive all the people coming regionally and nationally. So it's all systems go for us. We just were ready to receive the people come through our airport, OR Tambo Airport, which it's proudly Ekurhuleni as well.
Kirsten's not going to be going through that airport, but she certainly is looking forward to the awards ceremony. Have you thought about a dress? Have you thought about what you're going to wear? How are you feeling about the awards coming up?
Well, it's really exciting. I mean, often we in sports kit and very, focused on making sure we're performing and not really always looking that good. So it's really exciting to be able to put on a beautiful dress. And so I suppose, I have started thinking of a dress to wear now that I've been announced as a finalist. And so, yeah, I was having a look earlier, what kind of dress do I wear? So it's very exciting to get dressed and all glamorous, and to see other sports stars also dressed up and out of their athletic attire.
And see them, how they actually clean up. And having gone to the awards a couple of years, our sports people in South Africa really do know how to clean up. Kirsten, thank you so much for coming into studio and chatting to us about the 2017 South African Sports Awards. Now, there's 18 different categories, and there's one that you at home can actually